If you have watched our past seasons, you've seen a lot of this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. But to get a better, deeper, keener understanding on who we are, you have to know who we have always been. And it started long before we packed boats and headed up a river. We are speed junkies and costume-wielding pranksters in search of a good laugh. We are fishermen, hunters, and mountain adventurists. From Alaska to northern Canada, we chased adventure wherever it would welcome us. When you bundle all of that up, you get a group of guys that find a good time in anything that we do. So last year, when the catfish went to the spawn, we packed the gear and we all headed west. We did something some of us have wanted to do for a long time, but instead of leaving the cameras at home, we decided to take you with us. If you are like us, it is the adventure you crave. You can find that anywhere if you look hard enough. Welcome to the West.
We did it.
Thanks for seeing you here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know you guys were gonna be here.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Yes, sir. What's up, John?
Nice to meet you, man.
What's your name? Mark, good to meet you. Blake. Probably smells Wayland.
We're headed into the mountains for the next 5 days, and we're going to be fishing and exploring some ghost towns, and so we need some machines. And we hooked up with Arc Valley, and they're gonna outfit us with all of our machines. They're giving us all of our route planning tips, which the guys are going over right now. And we're getting ready to load stuff on all of our UTVs and head up into these mountains. It's gonna be a blast.
It's doable.
Okay. Grizzly's considered one of the tougher, more difficult trails, but it's sketchy.
It's a little more.
I think it'd be okay in the UTVs. Jeeps have it, you have to, get out and have your spotters and, do your plan of attack for.
Whoa, don't do that. Back up a little bit. Back up, Terry. So the game plan here is to just kind of run up. We found a really nice trailhead that'll allow us to go out for basically 4 to 5 days without having to come back for fuel or to return to the truck to cross any road. So we're gonna be getting out, away from everybody, and just gonna go see what we can get ourselves into. So I'm pretty excited. All right, guys. Hey, it's been a pleasure. You guys have fun?
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You guys have a few days.
Have all the time up there.
Oh, we will.
Jason, thank you for your help.
Yes, Jason, thanks. Yep.
We're pretty much getting everything loaded up right now. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of room, so we are picking and choosing where things are going, and there might be a possibility we have to leave things behind. So I'm making sure I'm not forgetting this.
This is the freaking speed man, okay? So unless it can kill you, he doesn't usually want to be on it.
What fun would that be?
And he's also the lead guy. So it's like, we gotta put a leash on you, boy. Them old rascals be flying back like, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You ever been back on you?
You ever tried to lasso a tornado?
Hey, bud, have you ever tried to put rope around lightning?
Hell. Yeah, I have.
We're about ready to drop in on this place, so we've got about, in totality, from what we've mapped out, close to 180 to 200 miles, depending on how much ground we can cover in the next 5 days. So we are going to be headed up into the very far, remote places and catching some trout and enjoying our time way far away from civilization. That's why we ended up going with these machines, is because with these machines, instead of just by sheer manpower, we can get a lot further way back off of the trail. So from here, we ride. We have the go, keep rolling.
Well, the old Tachytron 3000 working real nice like that. We got to a point up there where it opened up a ton, and it was just like kind of a boulder field, and you could see forever, and the sun was kind of coming in. It looked really awesome, but there's not really any place to camp, so maybe we'll check that out for a little sunrise action in the morning. Be a good place to have breakfast.
Well, we made it to our destination for now. Yes, it is getting late in the day, and we are in the shade, and it is actually pretty cold. This is absolutely gorgeous. You know, us Iowa boys, we're not used to stuff like this. Being able to see the mountains in the background. I mean, the moon's already up. You got clouds. It's awesome. So we'll enjoy it.
Hey, cool goggles, man. Oh, that guy.
Oh, am I the only cool guy still
So
wearing my
dumb.
goggles? Is that what are you clowning on me for that?
It's gonna be kind of cool. We're setting up camp tonight, but every night we're gonna have a different camp, different location, and kind of just have a new place to call home somewhere throughout this mountain range, which is really neat. Kind of a little bit more of an adventure on this trip than having just a centralized location. And really, that's what this is all about. It's just adventure. MudBum is a thing that we created because not only do we like to do some catfishing, but the whole thing really revolved around some buddies who like to go out and adventure. So that's what we're doing. We are mostly just traversing through these mountains on these machines and checking some cool stuff out in the wild, wild west.
Don't film me yet, my mustache isn't ready for people to see. It's not ready. Didn't fix it.
I'd say I slept pretty good if you consider laying down for about 8 hours and getting about 41 minutes of good shut-eye. That old mountain sleep wasn't worth a lick. But today's a new day, and when you got fresh air in your lungs and you're at 11,000 some odd feet, and you're getting ready to go fishing, sleep doesn't matter.
It's another day in paradise. Man, if only you could see what I see in this mirror. It's like perfection. Look at this. Look at me, guys.
You looked stupid.
What?
Yeah.
Aw, man.
Golly. Oh man, hanging out with these guys
there,
sometimes
right
just really hurt an old boy's belly. I'm so proud to be their friend. We got about an hour here headed up this mountain to try to find this trout stream we're looking for. So we're gonna give it an hour on these machines and see where we're at.
We are up above the tree line. I don't know if we're about 13,500 feet right now. It's just incredible. It actually is a little bit scary because right here, if you fall off the side of this cliff, you're pretty much toast.
We just pulled off here at this kind of a trail split, and I just kind of started walking towards the edge here because I just wanted to look at this amazing view. And there's a herd of, I think there's all cow elk. Probably, man, I bet they're a mile away down in this valley, coming right towards us.
Gosh, just imagine climbing up these hills with horses, but they didn't have these cutbacks carved in the mountain for you.
Yeah, no roads.
You just
Just go up that thing. And then
How?
when you get to the top, just look for 50 miles and that's all there is. And you just keep doing it day after day after day after day. After year.
They were better men than I.
Oh.
We have arrived at St. Elmo. This is really cool. We've been talking about coming out here. We wanted to check it out. It's an old ghost town. From what we know, it's one of Colorado's best preserved old mining town, ghost town, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different mines around this area. There's a lot of history. Goes back way into the 1800s. And so we're gonna come check out all this old stuff.
Pretty cool. I've seen these old ghost towns. That's not something we really have in Iowa. It's pretty crazy to think that a town could just be kind of exploding and then dry up, but that's what happens when the resources go away, I guess. So this is the St. Elmo Holland Jail, which apparently used to house some of the outlaws from back in the days of the Wild West. So that's a pretty cool thing. This is actually, the original was destroyed by fire in 2002, and this one was kind of built as a memorial to preserve kind of what it used to be like, but it's not very big, but I suppose it got the job done.
This is actually a subspecies of bear called the monk bear. They stand about 5 3/4 inch tall. Ferocious little critters. We're just up the mountain from St. Elmo at the Mary Murphy Aerial Tramway. And this was just a giant tram that was continuous cable that was over a mile long. That would go from the bottom of the mountain all the way to the top, kind of like a ski lift. And it would just shovel after shovel after shovel. It would bring that in, they'd be filled, and they'd take them back down the mountain, they'd come back up empty. The history, though, that's here is, you can feel it. The work that went into this is unbelievable. And it is a ways up here. It's really cool. Really fascinating stuff.
So we're at the end of the road, essentially.
It's been quite the journey.
That looks nice down there.
This is awesome.
Look at that blue water. The only people here are us.
This is unbelievable. And there's dinner swimming around in that lake right there.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm not gonna be able to use this one. I don't even know where the reel goes. Yeah, it doesn't even fit, Crash.
No. This is a dual,
Oh.
a twin pole.
Oh, it's
no,
this way.
No. You had it right. The reel goes in the middle. and then you run a line this way and you run a line this way. So you actually cast it like this, and you're fishing 2 lines. It's a
Well,
it's a dual rod.
How do you pound it in the bank?
You just hit it on this side with a mallet.
Oh.
Where are we going? This way? Probably.
Yeah, looks like an easier walk this way.
Looks like there's been a little mowed path right here.
Yeah, they probably had the mowers out here working pretty hard all weekend.
Yeah, there's a trout right there.
Dude, do you have your trout call?
Good job, buddy.
Somebody's got a fish trap.
You put your fish in here. They stay cold.
There's one right there. You see him? You see him? He's coming at it. They darn sure didn't like what I was using before, but I just put on a #1 MEPS to see if they like this a little better. We can see them out here swimming. We just got to figure out what they want to eat.
Willie was obviously the first to strike because he's the real man when it comes to fishing, but I'm on the board here. We got a nice little, whoa, got him. Got a nice little 10-inch trout. Hopefully we get about 9 more of these because we got 3. That's what we're looking for, is 12 tonight. Got him? Here we go. Crash on the board, come on, baby.
Little guy.
Hey.
He's a little guy, but he hit.
Oh, Willie just had a bite too. It might be turning on.
Let's hope it is.
Eat, man. I was letting that thing sink and sink and sink and sink.
Fishing's been all right. It's not like crazy. We're not knocking it out of the park by any means, but I think we've caught 7 or 8 fish.
It's so interesting with all the different species of fish that you chase. You know, you go to the marsh in Louisiana and something like this ain't worth keeping. But those little guys right there are gonna make a fantastic little dinner over the fire. So we've got our mess. We're gonna clean them up and get those things up on the flame, get some potatoes going, and slice some lemons. And life is just gonna be okay. That I can tell you.
I am currently just cubing up some potatoes. We got a late night dinner going on here. Had some late fishing going on. So we just got an impromptu fish and potato supper. So we'll see if we can make this thing edible. And I'm pretty sure we can. This isn't the first time we've had a late night dinner.
All right, man. Throw them old taters down in that stick of butter.
Dude, do I look tan?
You look really tan.
I'm super dark and handsome.
Do I look dark and handsome, Lauren?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, I got a real good tan in my tent today after throwing up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You protected your forehead all day by the whole way downhill.
Oh my God, terrible. Altitude sickness, if that's a real thing, I don't know, probably.
I think it's indisputably a real thing.
I know, I'm just in denial.
You're weak. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
I
I mean,
know.
that's what it comes down to. You're weak.
I know.
Mentally, physically.
I know.
I mean, emotionally, spiritually, yeah, you name it. Your immune system is at an all-time low. All you do is eat sugar and slam Dr. Pepper.
I need to start drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes.
You do. Keep your immune system on its toes.
Let's lay them out like this.
I think that'll be just
Nice
fine.
work on those old cubes, boy.
Yeah, buddy. Wearing them out.
We're gonna take the cubes out.
Wearing them out.
Wearing them out, bud. Them taters are ready. The fish is baking. It ain't gonna take very long for that fish. It's kind of late. We didn't get off the lake until just a little before dark. So everybody's ready for some food.
Oh, well, I wasn't terribly hungry until I smelled it and saw it, and now I am. So yes, I'm gonna devour this.
Coming at you. Potatoes.
You gotta carb up for it's a long
Whatever
day
you
tomorrow.
don't eat, Red will.
Well done. This is delicious, man.
How's the fish?
It's good.
I had one bite and I thought it was really good.
It is good.
Still got bones in there, so you got to pick through them a little bit, but it's delicious. That lemon in there's good.
This is a good 11 o'clock at night dinner. Sitting at about 12,000 feet right now.
That is quite delightful, if I may say so. Head on the plate and everything. That is just as real as it gets. I love it.